Welcome to another Business Coaching at its Best. My name is Rajesh Malhotra, or makes it easier, as friends and family and work colleagues just call me Raj. Um, Today, I just want to talk about briefly about uh, ambition, desire, and purpose. These are another one of the cylinders of success that I call them. And I did talk about previous um, personal development stuff, or self-development, as they call it, on motivation, goal setting. So motivation, goal setting, self-esteem, self-image, um, touched on a little bit of belief, a bit of a mix-up. And what I've done as well, those should be uploaded soon. But I thought today I'll just talk about, like I said, ambition, design, purpose. Now, ambition is not always necessary. It is a one-cylinder success. It is basically what it is that it's a desire, an eager desire to, an eager desire to achieve or succeed in this case. Ambition is quite a noble um, element of success, even though it has been twisted sometimes and manipulated. Um, One part of ambition is manipulation, which is the dark part of desire, as I call it, where I am going to succeed in spite of everyone. I will step over everyone, whether that's over the career ladder, whether that's competing in a sport. Um, that's and Me personally, I wouldn't recommend it because you know I think you should, if you're going to be successful, you should have what I call the positive side of ambition. Now, ambition means in service to others, helping others in order to succeed. It's very difficult to succeed on your own. Um, I've yet to meet any successful people that are hermits. You've got to go out there. You live in a world of people. I mean, the population is probably close to 7 billion, probably higher. And if you do succeed, people will help you. If you help them, they'll help you. And this is one of the good things about ambition. You can have small ambitions, medium, even large ambition. But the fact of the ambition is that, once again, it's unique to you. And you're doing it in service of others. Which leads me on to desire, which is very similar. Desire is also an eager desire to succeed. Um, and if you can help others, people will help you. And it is one of the cylinders, I think, of success. I mean, having desire and ambition, there's nothing wrong with it. Whether you're starting out in your career as a graduate, a lot of students will be leaving college and university this year to step on the career ladder, and I wish them all the success. And I will be talking later on about careers and how you can make the best of them. One person I would recommend to help me out, and his name is Graham Martin. He's the recruitment guy. He is owns it as a recruitment company, and but he's also got lots of YouTube videos, and he has a career day. So if you're finding it difficult finding work, or if you feel you're underemployed and you're looking for your career or even change your career, go to his website. I think it's www.recruitmentguy.com. Graham Martin. I highly recommend him. And or if you're looking for a sales career, then another person I recommend who's been known as the Britain's answer to Brian Tracy, and that's Gavin Ingham, who's helped me a lot. Just hi to Gavin and Graham there. Yeah, so like I said, with ambition and desire, they're very quite closely related, and they are for building in the motivation and building the momentum. You know, if you're saying like you get out of bed and you're motivated to go, you've got that desire and ambition to go somewhere, to focus where you want to go. If you just get out of bed and say, "Oh God, another day, another week, another month, another year. Oh, thank God it's coming up. Oh God, it's Monday. Or thank God it's Friday." Yeah, I don't think you'll be as motivated as if you say, "Okay, um, I've got some goals that I'm focusing on. Thank God it's Monday. I'm ready to go out, go full on." Or as Gavin says, put my A game, be a 10. What I would suggest you do is try this for a couple of weeks, because it did help with me when I was, because obviously I've got a various background in customer services, hospitality, retail, and also my last position was an estate agent, which is sales, which is very target oriented. And there were times when I was like, I don't know if I can do this. You start doubting yourself. So I started looking at YouTube videos. I started sorting out who the best people are and changing my mindset, putting post-it notes and saying, look, I'm going to give it my best shot. You know, and I suggest you do this, because what the fact of the matter is when you're on the job, I know most people, they aren't satisfied with what they have at the moment. They are sometimes looking for something else. But while you are looking for something else, what you might want to do is put your effort into making this one the best that you can. Because what will happen is that you'll grow as a person. As Jim Rohn says, don't ask what I'm getting from the job, ask how I'm growing, what I'm becoming. Which it brings me neatly onto purpose. Now, everyone has a purpose on this planet. Doesn't matter if you're an animal, vegetable, mineral, or a human being. You all have a purpose. It's very difficult for people who have a somewhat pessimistic and a negative attitude sometimes to dig into what their purpose is. Having said that, the best thing to do is just try different things. You know, what did you enjoy when you were a child? Did you enjoy certain hobbies? Were you passionate? Were you so what they call in the flow of things that you forgot about time? What would you do if money was no object, or had all the time and money in the world? Okay? Or would you change? This will give you what your purpose is. Now, if you're looking for a better career, a couple of books I recommend that helped me out was a book. One is called the Bible. It's a bit American, but it's called What Color Is Your Parachute by Richard Nelson Bowles. There's another one by John Lees, who's a career coach, How to Find a Job You'll Love. I recommend all his books. He's got Interview Expert, loads of books. Obviously, Recruitment, Multimillionaire Entrepreneur, and Extraordinary Judge. James Cahn's got a book called How to Get the Job You Really, Really Want. And another book that's helped me, and a series of books, is by a guy who's an organizational coach called Richard Vaughan. But it all comes down to purpose as well. Now, purpose is what your reason for living is. Most people, they seem to exist. As Earl Nightingale says, most people seem to tiptoe their way to death. It's not a really great way to live, you know. The other thing you could do is, especially if you are starting your career, or if you're bored at home, is do some volunteering work. Do something for someone else. Not only will you help someone when you serve one of your human beings, but you'll feel good as well. And you can do it a couple of hours a week. It also great on your CV, because when you go to employers, they say this person's got initiative. Wow, he's given up his time, and they are really impressed about it. And the job market is very cutthroat and competitive, whether we're in a boom time or a recession time. Even if you're starting a business, it can help you with different skills. Your purpose, like I said, is your reason for being. and you can do some exercises. One I would recommend by a friend of mine, who's also a very successful entrepreneur now, is Wealth Dynamics Profile by Roger Hamilton. Um, he developed this one. Mostly it's for entrepreneurs, but it's also to find maybe your calling or your passion. Um, One of the quotes I like to quote is, "Why not make your vocation your vacation?" If you're a successful person saying, "Why do you work so hard?" What do you mean? He goes, "Work so hard? What do you mean? I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. I get up every day energized. For me, it's not hard work. It's like I've never worked a day in my life." And they're not they generally see that, and you see that through their enthusiasm. Life's too short to be doing something that you don't want to do, and that people have bills to pay and mortgages. But instead of concentrating on your pension, why not concentrate on your passion? And find out resources out there. Even now with YouTube, you can do anything. And we've got the most powerful resource known to humankind. We have what's called a mind, a brain. You know, this thing is so advanced, a million YouTubes couldn't touch it. Even artificial intelligence, as it is. And don't worry about the fact that the media go on about, oh, artificial intelligence and robots will take our jobs in the future. New industries are always coming out. New industries, the tech industry, property industry. There's always will be someone. If you develop the skills, you'll never be unemployed. Or if you want to be self-employed, another area that I would I do mix up a bit, and if I do go off a tangent, I do apologize, but it is things that come through in my mind as well. This is not scripted, as you probably noticed. It's portfolio working or freelancing. You can go on websites such as Fiverr.com, people per hour, or even pick up jobs that are portfolio working. There's a really good book by Barry Hobson, and I think Julia name is "What Do You Do," which is portfolio working. One of the beloved chancellors has started doing that. There was a very successful entrepreneur leader who took on lots of non-executive directorships. Started calling it pluralism. Alan Leighton, the very successful ex-CEO and executive of Asda, turned around. He decided after that he'd like to, and he learned so much. So there's always opportunities there. You got to look at is that opportunity is nowhere, or is opportunity now here? I tend to think opportunity is now here. Go out and have a look at them. If you going back to one of my previous videos, we were talking about luck. Luck stands for two things: labor under correct knowledge, and luck is where preparation meets opportunity. If you start thinking in those terms, believe me, there's always a lag time when you do something that comes as very. So sometimes you have to be patient. There are some people who hustle, as they call it. A lot of salespeople, they hustle while they're waiting. But remember, it's unique to you. It's what you want in your life. It's your life. I know sometimes you can get your time stolen by other people and other situations, but it's your life. You need to take control of your life. Now, there's things you can't control outside, but you can control how you respond to them, not react, how you respond. So, I listen to Ambition by Jim Rohn. I highly recommend you listen to that, and The Power of Purpose by Les Brown. Les is amazing. Throughout his entire career, even the obstacles, even when He had no food to eat. His electricity was gone. His light was gone. Children. He had a plan, and he was in debt. He turned it around, and he said, "You know what? I've always had a plan. You know, you have to have faith and belief in yourself, whether you work for yourself or you work for someone else." Brian Tracy has a thing saying that we're all self-employed. No matter who writes a paycheck, we're all self-employed. Whether you work for a company where your boss is your only customer, so if you satisfy him or her, you get your paycheck. And the fact of the matter is that you're at that company or organization because you're adding value. Otherwise, you could stay at home and send the checks at home. And I'll talk a lot more about this because Jim goes into quite a bit of detail saying that you can be twice as valuable, 3 times as valuable, 4 times as valuable. Anyway, I know sometimes these do go on, but I just want to share my message out with you, and I will try and make them a bit shorter next time. As always, I appreciate all the feedback on the views. I genuinely do. You know, I'm just here to share my experiences and my messages to you. In the future, I might be interviewing some people. If you'd like to be interviewed by me, by all means, give me an email at raj024, my surname Malhotra, which is MALHOTRA @gmail.com, or give me a call on 075 333 86048, or connect with me on LinkedIn. And I just want to leave you with this another quote where Les Brown says that, you know, just imagine when you're coming to the end of your life and you're in your hospital bed and you've got all your family and friends around you, and you have some of the ghosts of your dreams, your goals, and ambitions. He's saying that why didn't you allow us to live your goals, ambitions, and your desires? Why have you allowed us to die with you? That's something to think about. You know, that's something to think about. I mean, and one more last quote I'll put in is most men live lives of quiet desperation through life, never being who they want to be, never doing what they want to do, never spending time with who they want to spend time with. You know, you don't want to get to the end of life and say, and your team said, "Gee, I wish I spent more time at the office." I know I'm in a suit and I work hard as well when I do work for companies, but you know, life's in balance. Find out what your purpose is, find out what your ambition is, find out what your desire is, and go for it. Go out and get your dreams. Go for your goals. Yeah, as a famous footwear company says, just do it. And on that note, I'll see you next time. Watch my videos, any feedback, greatly appreciated. But for today, I'll see you next time. Adios.